evaluate the integral of cosine x over sine squared x minus 5 sine x minus 6. So, we can apply u sub first. Let u be equal to sine x because the derivative of sine x will be cosine x dx. So, derivative of u du, derivative of sine x is cosine x dx. Let's substitute. We have integral of cosine x dx equal to du over sine x, which is u, raised to the second power. So we have u squared minus 5 times sine x u minus 6. So we transform the integral in terms of rational algebraic expression, which is a proper rational algebraic expression because the degree of the numerator, which is 1, 0, right, is less than the degree of the denominator, 2. So we try to decompose this rational algebraic expression into sum of partial fraction. But we factor first the denominator. So what is the factored form of u squared minus 5u minus 6? So we will have two binomial factors. So the factors of u squared is u times u. And think of the factors of negative 6 that when we add will be equal to the coefficient of u, which is negative 5. So we have negative 6 plus 1, right? Because negative 6 times 1 is negative 6, and negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. Now we decompose this integrand 1 over u minus 6 times u plus 1 into sum of partial fraction. So this is case 1 of partial fraction decomposition because we just have linear factors under the denominator. The highest exponent of the independent variable is 1, and then they are unique. The exponent of each linear factor is 1, right? So this is case 1. So if that's the case, we will have the form as the sum of the two partial fractions, since we have two linear factors in the denominator. So for the first fraction, let's have u minus 6 as its denominator. And for the second fraction, let's have u plus 1 as its denominator. And if the denominator is just linear, the numerator should just be a constant, which is unknown. So usually denoted by the capital letters of the alphabet. So let's use capital A for u minus 6 and capital B for u plus 1, which is to be determined. So that's our goal. So to do that, we multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Okay, which is u minus 6 times u plus 1. So the LCD will always be the original denominator of the given integral. So multiplying both sides of the equation by the LCD, on the left side, multiplying this expression by the LCD, you will cancel out all these terms. So we will be left with just 1. And for a over u minus 6, multiply it by the LCD, you will cancel out the u minus 6. So we are left with capital A times u plus 1. Plus, for b over u plus 1 multiplied by the LCD, this time we will cancel out the u plus 1. So we will have b times u minus 6. So we can apply equating coefficients here or setting values of u in such a way that we can solve for a specific unknown. So we'll use setting values of u. So if we set u be equal to 6, notice if you plug in 6 here in b times u minus 6, b times 6 minus 6 will be 0. So b will be eliminated and we will be left with unknown a. Therefore, we can solve a if we set u is equal to 6. So substitute u is equal to 6 to every u in the equation. So we'll have 1 is equal to a times u, replace it with 6 plus 1 plus b times 6 minus 6. So this will become 0. So b is eliminated. Therefore, we have 1 is equal to 8 times 6 plus 1, 7a. Then we can solve for a by dividing both sides by 7. So therefore, a is equal to 1/7. Now, if you want to solve for b, we can set u this time equal to what? Negative 1. Because notice that a is multiplied by u plus 1. If you set u equal to negative 1, negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So a will be eliminated and b will remain on the equation. So we can solve for b. So substitute u is equal to negative 1 to every u in the equation. We'll have 1 is equal to a times u, which is negative 1 plus 1, plus b times u, negative 1 minus 6. So this will become 0. So we'll have 1 is equal to b times negative 1 minus 6, negative 7b. Then we can solve for b by dividing both sides by negative 7. So therefore, b is equal to 1 over negative 7 or negative 1/7. Now, we substitute the values of a and b in the sum of partial fraction form. This one, right? So let's copy. So the value of a is 1/7 over u minus 6 plus the value of b is negative 1/7 over u plus 1. And then let's integrate. Okay? Which is more integrable? Usually, it will yield to natural ln, just like this case. So we can distribute the integral symbol, put the constant in front, so we have 1/7 integral of du over u minus 6, and then minus 1/7 put in front, then times the integral of du over u plus 1. So what is the shortcut formula if you have integral of dx over x plus b, where b here is constant? So if the denominator is just linear, meaning the exponent of x is 1, and its coefficient is also 1, its integral will be equal to the ln of the denominator, x plus b. So we can apply the shortcut formula to these two integral. So 1/7 integral of du over u minus 6, ln of u minus 6, minus 1/7 integral of du over u plus 1, ln of u plus 1, plus c. And then don't forget to substitute back the u in terms of x, which is sine x. One-seventh ln of u, which is sine x minus 6, 1/7 ln of u, which is sine x plus 1 plus c. So this is the final answer.